Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Good to see you again, sir. How are
Good to
you?
see you.
Damn good to see you. Thank you for always making movies and making me fall in love with movies every single time. man. I
You
appreciate
are
you.
very welcome, and thank you for being here in what I have to imagine was a very hot suit.
Worth it.
Okay, good.
Worth it.
You look smashed.
Romantic comedies, I don't do this.
Please hydrate.
Yeah, I got you,
Okay,
sir.
good.
Walk me through the decision of doing one of the biggest stunts of all time on the first day of filming. I understand, I'm guessing there's a logical reason, but isn't there a part of you that goes,
Go big or go home and get it out of the way.
is that the attitude? Get it out of the way?
Yeah, we don't want to be thinking about it. We don't want to be dwelling on it. It's a big deal. It's a lot of stress, preparation, anxiety, and we just want to get those big things out of the way. And also, it helps us to understand the movie we're building around it.
But you don't just do the stunt, you guys do the stunt over and over and over again. What is the difference between the first time you do it and the last time you do it?
You don't know, and that's the thing. We do it, and even if we think it's perfect, and we were actually quite happy with the first one, we always know we can do better, and so we push ourselves just that little bit more. And there comes a moment where you start to realize, I'm chasing something. I'm not building anything more on it. Let's quit while we're ahead.
This might be a silly question, but the Mission Impossible theme is one of the greatest themes of all time. You know you have to use it in the credits, and you don't want to overuse it the rest of the movie. How do you decide what the perfect moment is to give it just a little hint of it?
That's really amazing. Like, what's the Mission Impossible moment? And Lorne Balfe and I spend a lot of time talking about that. And what you'll hear Lorne do in the score is he's actually taken there's actually two themes in Mission Impossible. There's the theme song, and then there's the plot.
Yes.
And Lorne and I have leaned more heavily on the plot. So the plot is more, it's less upbeat, and it's telling you things are not resolved.
Sure.
And Lorne has actually worked that really beautifully into the score. And it wasn't until very, very late in the game that we found that moment, that needle drop in Rome. And we almost didn't do it.
I actually cheered whenever it happened. That was
So glad.
fantastic. I'll cut you loose on this.
Give the people what they want.
And you did. I'll cut you loose on this. You have directed my favorite missions of all time, including some of the greatest action scenes I've ever seen in my life. What is a mission sequence you didn't direct that just as a director you just think to yourself, that would have been fun to step behind the camera for that one?
Well, look, on every one of these movies, the ghosts of all the previous movies are there. Whether it's the CIA sequence in Brian De Palma's Mission, whether it's motorcycle gunfights in John Woo's movie, the Doves, J.J. Abrams and Philip Seymour Hoffman, the specter of that villain, which is such a great performance, and Brad Bird's Burj Khalifa. And I was there for that sequence. I saw
that day
it come together. I wasn't there for the exteriors, but I was there for all the interior work, and I watched that whole sequence come together. It's all of those are kind of like giant monoliths standing around you. Every time you're working on a sequence, you're thinking, I just want to make a sequence worthy of the work these other filmmakers have done, and it keeps you real.
And you always do. I just want to say thank you for making movies that remind me of why I love movies. So it's always an honor.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.